Okay, wait a minute. I need to set my volume first. Hello, Matthew. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Are you ready for the
Uh,
next lesson?
yes.
Yes. Okay. Just like before we want to continue our lesson, there is maybe some question from you from our last lesson.
No. No, I don't have any questions.
Okay, good, nice. Okay, if you didn't have any question, I will go to the next lesson. The next lesson is about nested control structure. I will share the PowerPoint first. Wait a minute. Okay, is it displayed in your monitor now?
Yes.
Okay, good, nice. Okay, today we will learn about nested control structure. I believe you already know about the nested control or nested structure at the last lesson, like nested if, maybe nested loop that we learned yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. That's the point of the nested control construct. In this lesson, we want to combine all of the knowledge about the nested structure, even it is for statement if or maybe for the control loop. Nested loop and so on. We want to combine all of them and make one program. And in this discussion, we will try to make discussion about a program about bot that have name Julia. Okay, let's start the helper bot Julia. Okay, now we will try to make textual helper bot that they he can recommend it, like tell a joke, recommend music, and so on, like by merge, suggest a community, and so on. You can add some feature if you want. And the concept is when the user give an input, the bot will be analyze the input, and then with that input, we will try to make the system that bot can respond, like maybe in this case music recommendation, for joke, for by merge, and for community based on mood. Okay, there are in general view there are 3 points that we must provide in our system. For the first time is data input, like I said before. The first one, the system work is like give the user to input something in the system and then analyze it, and then the program, the last one is to give the response for the input that we get from the user. Okay, nested construct, like I said before, you can just modify or combine all of the knowledge. It is include if statement or maybe loop or maybe all of them, like input or print, and so on. Like we already know about the Python programming. And this afternoon we will try to make two things. For the first one, like before, we just do some course in our platform, and the next one it will be hackathon. And in hackathon you will make some project like robot Julia, and we already state the requirement for the robot Julia in minimum requirement. But if you want to make more feature in this in your program, it's okay, no problem. I will explain it later after we solve the training for the course. Okay, and the goal of the workday, we will learn new ways of using control construct. Like I said before, we will try to combine all of the knowledge that we know, include nested loop, statement, nested if, and so on. And then undergo to training and nested control structure. We will try to train our code in our platform for the first job, the first task. And the next task, the second task is try to make helper bot like Julia, and we will already give the minimum requirement of of the program of the bot, and you can make it more feature for your program to make it more better and better. Okay, before we start our lesson, like before we did, you want to test your knowledge about the last lesson that you have been passed. And now is the what about the conditional statement and what type of conditional statement that you know? Can you explain to me with your
Uh,
own words? It's okay.
Conditional statement.
Yeah.
So if and oh, commands or
Mm-hmm. Comment.
for conditional statement, the commands I know is if and else only.
Yeah. Okay. Besides if and else, there are one type again to comment in conditional statement. There are three. Actually, there are three for general the conditional statement. If and else. And what the rest of the conditional statement? Two more.
Uh, is loop counted?
No, loop
Like
is
while and for?
nope. Loop is not conditional statement. Yes, you wait a minute. Basically loop is not a conditional statement, but you can make a conditional loop with conditional statement. But basically it's not included for the loop. Now, in this case, I want to know just the conditional statement that we have been learned before, and there are three method to
Oh,
make it
I
conditional
just
statement. Like you said,
is it
you already mentioned one method, if and else, and what two method again?
is it elif?
Yes, good. Elif is combined with no elif no.
Else and if.
Yes, okay, that's the second method, and the last method is the simple one method for the make conditional statement. The simplest one.
Uh, the simplest one.
Yes.
Uh,
You already said if else. And the second one you said if, elif, and in and else. And the last one is the simple one. The very simple to make conditional statement. What comment that should we use?
I think what's simple for you is complicated for me since I don't know.
Okay.
Only
That's it.
remember all three.
Yeah, actually you already said it, but maybe you didn't nggak sadar mungkin ya gimana ya. Jadi if you the simplest one is you just use if only. When you use if, you already use conditional statement in the program of in all of the program, not only Python. When you said if, that's the conditional statement. That's the minimum requirement when we call it conditional statement. That's the simplest one. Maybe you didn't realize it. Okay. And the type of conditional statement you already said like before. This is the simplest one, like I said, if only. And the second one if elif and else, and the last one if and else, the last one. Okay, what about loop? Do you know loop?
Uh,
Still remember
yes.
it? Okay.
While and for.
Yes, that's
That's the
the
only
loop
one I know.
operator. Okay. And what about the loop itself? Can you explain it? Just a
Uh,
simple.
the
Mhm.
loop is a program where it executes an action multiple times until the condition is fulfilled.
Okay, nice, good job. Yeah, you're right. The comment is while the first one, and the second one is for, and that's like the iterating like instruction until the fulfill some condition. Okay, good. And what about its counter? And what data can it store for the counter?
Uh, Counter, it can store basically anything.
Yeah.
It can store string, integer, and many more.
Yes.
But it's when in loop, it's usually used as storing integer
Yep.
because counter is at its essence a variable.
Yeah, good. Nice. Good job. Yeah, you're right. Counter is actually it's like a general variable. It can be store any data type. Even it is just boolean or maybe integer, float, string, and so on. It depends on how you use it. If you want to make like last lesson, we want to make like encryption that contain 0 and 1. If we want to make it a loop, we just make counter like the storing data type for string, and we add it every we get the collection of the alphabet or letter. Okay, good, nice, good job. That's the flowchart of the counter. And remember, counter will be initialized the first time before we want to make the loop itself. In the while, in the while loop is already clear because um, above of the while loop we have need to initiate some variable with name of counter or maybe anything like that. But in for loop it will already embedded like an argument that should be filled into our code of for to make it from the start until the how the limit from the start and the increment or decrement and so on. That's already an argument like a built-in function. So we didn't need to make a custom variable like in while loop. Okay, good job. Nice. And then how do we program a while loop with a counter and a for loop with a counter? Okay, I think it's already clear with this flowchart, right? Okay. Okay, can you explain it?
How do we program a while loop with a counter? And for the do I can I just write it in chat?
Okay, you can write it. I will see it.
Oops.
Yeah. This is for while loop, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, good. Nice. What about for? What about for? Do you still remember how to code for, the form of for in the code of Python? Okay, that's the while loop is good. Good.
Yes. For blah 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 in the what was it called? Interpreter, integer.
In range, maybe you can use in range for just a simple example for the explanation. You can write it.
Like this or not?
Okay. The, you need in range because in the form of the for. Yes, good, nice. Forever
For
in range.
FI in range counter,
Yeah. Okay. uh
does that work again?
Basically for is start from the zero and for the limit that we set. And if the counter is already zero, for loop it won't be do anything. So it is like counter is must not equal of zero. You can be minus, you can be positive, but not equal of zero. Because basically four is start from zero. If you set it zero, it won't do anything. For four only. But the counter for the while it will be different because we want to set counter to be increment from the start one that we did when we didn't set, or the for not same like while we have for like have the built-in function that always start from zero if in the default condition. But while it is start from the true condition, not about zero, not about two, three, or minus. No, it's about true condition. That's why we have to define the condition after while to make to make the loop doing the instruction below the while. That's the reason why we need to make the condition after while. But it's different for the for loop because it have the built-in function that always start from zero. So if you do it like this, it won't be do anything. You need to be more than zero to set the value of the counter. But the form is good. Yeah, this is true. It is true. Nice. Okay. Do you understand, yeah, what I mean? Do you get it? Hello, Matthew. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Uh, your voice seems to be cutting out.
Oh,
Hello? Hello?
hello, Matthew. Can you hear me now?
Hello? Yes, it's
Okay.
much better.
I'm so sorry. There is something technical problem in my laptop. Wait a minute. I will start again with the presentation. Okay. Is it displayed in your monitor?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, uh, what the last explanation that you hear from me last time about?
I don't I don't know what I heard because your voice keeps cutting out, so I don't really
Oh,
know.
okay. I will try to explain about the counter that form that you already. I will repeat the form that you already sent to me via chat here. Basically, for in counter, if you set counter equal to zero for default built-in function in for, it will be trigger anything. For will be didn't do anything. Why? Because the default one in built-in function for the default one, yeah, the default one is start from zero. When it meets zero, like in your code here, forever in range counter, then and the counter is the value is zero. When it hit the zero, the counter the for will didn't any did we will didn't do anything in the body of the for. So in this about the form of the for, it's okay, it's good, it's true. The method of the for you can write like this, but to set counter equal to zero is not recommended because the default one for the for loop it just be zero. It's different from the while loop. You can set counter to zero because we need to make it while to become true or not become one and increment one two three. That's just our custom variable, not the built-in function in while. So that's the that's the different beside of the while and for loop in this case. So if you want to make it better in the for, you make just avoid to make a value as a variable or as a value to become 0 in the start of the range in for, because it is not for the limit. It's just the zero number is just for the start one, not the limit one. And in your code here, the counter will be the limit, because it said in range of the counter, and the counter is a 0, and the start if the start from the 0, the limit is a 0, so the program won't
Oh,
be do anything. So you get it?
yes.
Okay.
So if I want to fix it, what do I write?
Okay.
Uh, do I just write for fi in range 10 and then counter plus equals 1? Will that work?
Yeah, that's good. That's the better one. But I think it's not efficient. Why? Why I said it's not efficient? Can you get my statement? It's not efficient. Why? I think I already tell you about the counter itself in for the last meeting. If I Yeah,
Uh,
why it's not efficient? It's okay, no problem. You can do it. But I think it's not efficient when you use for in form of operator in range. It's not efficient. Can you guess it why it's not efficient?
because it's just pointless.
Yeah, yes, you're right. Because for itself, when we use in range, it's just like a counter. Let make an assumption. For E in range 10, like you said before. So the counter, so the loop, not the counter. I didn't want to explain about counter. I will explain the for. So the for itself will be count for the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 until 10 minus 1, right? And it's already the counter itself if you realize it. So you didn't need to make a variable again, like in this case, counter to 0, and then in the body of loop you increment the counter by 1. It will be used if you have any other condition beside the counter of the for itself. Like we said in the below of the for loop, we set the condition, statement condition. If the input user is equal to 1, please increment the counter to become 1. Nah, that's the custom function. That's the custom function that you can create when you need the custom counter in the for eva in range of 10. That's the point. Because if you didn't do any conditional statement, I think it's not so efficient to make the counter again, because for e in range is already count from the 0 until the limit that you set before. That's the reason. Okay.
Hmm,
Ca- uh,
okay.
can you get it?
So basically, using a counter in 4 is pointless because there's already a counter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. In the default, it is pointless. But when I said before, if you have any condition that make you, I think if I rely on the counter from the for loop itself, I didn't get it. Like I said in the example, in the for loop, I want to get the counter if the user just only if they input a, maybe alphabet A, or maybe alphabet C, A and C. So the counter will be running. But if you didn't have any conditional statement, it's pointless, because if you already use for in range, it already count itself. You just use the last counter of the E in the loop to make counter for your iteration in your program. Okay, get it?
Okay.
Okay, good, nice. Okay, let's continue for the with counter. Now this is like I said, for the default one, for e in range, not be so efficient if you get it or insert it another counter because already count itself, but you have any condition that make the counter become more reliable or more logical to make our requirement to meet our requirement. It's okay because if you rely on this range, the counter will be different because for a in range like the default one just increment one by one and didn't see any conditional statement in your body loop. So if it is just there is or maybe there are any conditional many conditional statement, you can use your custom counter. That's the custom counter for the for loop. Okay. Okay, good. The qualification is confirmed. Okay, let's try into nested control structure for the first task. In this, yeah. Do you want to ask
Oh,
anything?
no, I was just reading
Oh,
the
okay.
text.
Okay. That's the program, the sample of the task one, the program of textual bot that can keep up on a conversation. If the user said, "What are you able to do?" and he said, "I can talk with if you feel sad," and so on, tell joke and so on. We can use any conditional statement combined with while loop maybe or for loop maybe. It depends on our requirement. And when in this task one, we already said in this statement when the input is off the bot end operation. So it means the conditional statement not for the limitation of the iteration, just the conditional statement. Conditional statement will be iterate unlimited before he reach the conditional statement, but the iteration with the limit will be automatically closed when he meet the limit of the iteration that we set. That's the difference about the conditional statement and the limitation of the iteration. And this is in this case we will use while loop for the best choice to do loop into the task one. Let's see here. This is the flowchart. When the question input from the user input in our system, and it will be the system will be checked is it off or not. If is it off, if it is off, it will be the end the program. And if it is equal, not equal off, it will be make a conditional statement again about the input of the user. It is about the question one or the question two or maybe so on. You can edit like you want to make another requirement like another feature. You can edit. It depends on our needs. After that,
What
yeah,
if you want to randomize it?
run the what?
Randomize it.
Run or randomize. Okay. You want to implement randomize in the question or in the conditional statement or in the conditional statement for the while loop?
So if the question is not off, it will ask if the question is one. But what if I make question equals one, output equals one, two, and three? How does that work?
Hmm, it
It
depends on
instead,
how. Yeah.
but I don't want it to output all three, so I just wanted to pick one at random. How do I do it?
Wait a minute. Uh, if you use conditional statement, you can do it. You can get the random result. That's the point. Because you need to define each statement or each conditional with your conditional meet. Do you get it from here? That's why I said it,
Yes.
it can be random. But if you need to be a random one, you need to set it into the else conditional. But I think if you can get the uh, maybe it back to your conditional in your requirement program, yeah, because I just think it's not a logic if you have any bot. Maybe we talk about bot robot programming, yeah, and then there are maybe something that the system didn't understand about the question, and he will answer with the random answer. I think it's not logic in my mind, but it depends on your in your like requirement or your needs. If it is meet your requirement, it's okay, no problem. But you can do that in your conditional statement, like conditional one, conditional two. You must take it into the else condition, because else conditional will be take over all of the input that that uh, selain, how to say selain selain dari yang conditional one, two, three, four, and so on. Do you get it? You can set it random
Uh,
and the else.
yes, I get it.
Okay, but it depends on your system, right? Because in my mind it's not make sense when when there is system and we let the system answer anything about the response. I think it will be better if we said just clearly said, I don't understand what do you mean, and you can make it like an input for me and save it into our database. Maybe in my logic is like that, because if we said something and make the user disappoint with our system, that will be disaster of with disaster for our program or our company, like that. Just an ideal mind. Okay, okay, can I continue it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, this is the flowchart of the conditional loop with the conditional statement that must be met. Okay, this is the code. Now here you can see here, while loop will be combined with conditional statement. For the nested construct, it will be combined with the if statement. So it just not loop, pure loop, but there are a conditional statement inside of the loop condition, like this: if, elif, and else. This is the for the simple one of the nested structure. And the nested structure not only loop and loop and conditional statement, but it can be loop or if, or maybe more complex, loop and if and loop and so on. It depends on our requirement. Okay, this is the sample for the simplest one. Okay, this is the task number two. For the task number one, do you have any question?
None.
Not? Okay, let's continue to task number two. In task number two, we already said, we already set into the program that we just iterate into 3 times only. And like I said before, there are two type of loop. If you want to make with the limitation that already clear, we have built-in function that can be stored in and can be set it into our loop. We need for loop in this task too, because they are already set in 3 times. They didn't the task didn't set conditional statement. But if there is conditional statement in the loop, can we still use for loop? Yes, we can. We can modify it like we want. But just remember, for the first one, we need to make it as efficient and as efficient as possible to make the code, because it will be influence our memory to process the code for to be a program or to be executable file. Okay, this is the requirement. If both of them are guessed correctly, the output is you win. and the first one is guessed correctly, the output is you guess the first number and the second number and so on. This is the conditional statement. You see here there are two two case. For the first one is the loop one, and the second one is the about conditional statement. Now this is the flowchart. Actually, the concept is almost same with the first one, but it's already built-in function in the for. Like e equal to 0, num1 is 36, num2 is 49, and so on. This is the already built-in function. Different with this. Wait a minute. Where's the counter loop? Ah, here. Different with this. If we want to make the counter, we need to initiate outside the loop. This is for the while loop. Okay, back to our task again. It's so long. Okay, here. This is the flowchart, and the iteration will be limited by the three only, three number. When it reach three, it will be close the program. And below one, it will be the same like the before. When we meet our requirement or our condition, it will be go to the yes, and if it is no, didn't meet our condition, and go to the no condition. And we will filter it again until we get the last statement or the last conditional that it will be nothing to do again, and we need to close and break from the loop. Like in this case, we already set for the three here, three times iteration, and it is the final condition, final condition, final instruction to make it iterate again and check it is is e less than 3 or not. That's the sample flowchart for the second task. Now this is the code for the implementation from the flowchart before, and you see here in range we use for e in range to make limitation just three time only to guess the number, and this is the input number one, number two, and then we need to make it conditional statement to verify the user number one is like the num1 that we defined before or not, and is it also to make if it is true, you can continue into the conditional statement for the to check the number two, the input from the user is equal for the num1 that defined before, and then break if it is true, because you already win, you can guess all of the number, and if it is not true, no number two, num2 from the input not equal from the number two with that we defined before, we make the confirmation, you guess the first number, and the rest one is like the same one from the conditional one. This is the example of the code, sorry, example of the program. It will be like this. Okay, all of the tasks will be trained into the will be we can do it into our course after this. Okay, already do the training. Okay, let's go to the course. You can open your course and then share to your screen so I can monitor it.
Uh,
Or do you have any question before we do any course?
no.
No. Okay. Okay. Bad input at the line 5. That's the part of the conditional statement. What the form of the conditional statement when we want to make instruction inside the conditional statement? We need to make indentation, right? Line number 5.
Uh,
You need to make indentation one time.
it already did.
Okay, one tap again. One tap for the while loop, and if you want to make
Oh,
it, yeah, if you want to make it inside of the conditional statement, you need to make it one type again. What about the line 6 and line 7? What's the output? Okay, enter your question and then enter your question. The query has been sent. Okay, I think it will be the loop for the, yeah, but okay, nice. Is it work?
um,
The query, yeah, this is good. It's already true. Okay, try to close it. Try to type off. Okay, good.
why
Continuous one.
does this one why does this one seem easier than the previous one?
Same like the previous one.
No, easier than the previous
Oh,
one.
easy. I don't know. If you already done in the star bonus, you will meet the level in the star bonus so easy, so easy peasy. I don't know how they arrange the level from the start until the bonus level. I think if the bonus level will be maybe more complex than the ordinary one, the general one, but not like that. In this platform, it will be random. You will meet the easiest one. Sometimes you will be will meet the complex one. Okay, what is ask question? And if it is not stop, you will be send this.
Uh,
Okay, it will be make a conditional statement, right? And answer all of the conditional statement. After the word stop, the bot should exit. The statement indicating that we need to make a loop condition. After word stop, the bot should exit. So what would we do? Okay, yeah, good. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Mhm. In the requirement for Any other question? Unfortunately, I don't understand you. Yeah. Okay. What will we do? Yes. Okay. 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 Try to run it. Did you forget something? Okay. Is it work? Make sure the type you type the right one. Did you forget something? Why is this become unlimited loop? It will be no. You didn't need to make a break. You didn't make a you didn't to make a break command, but you need to add one instruction into the body loop. What is it? Can you get it? The loop will be no, no break. Won't be stopped if there is no yes. Okay, good, nice. That's for the interruption command for your loop. So the loop will be end, and then as the user for the okay. Oh, okay, good, nice. Okay, in the last our last presentation, it has been done there. Try to make it. The true month is 7 and true year is 2007. So you need to make a program. Yeah, good. That's the output. You can copy the display to make it more easier. To make it easier to make the conditional statement. In the body loop, you want do you, what do you want to do? Yeah, nice. Okay, good. Okay. The conditional statement is already mentioned in the task. You can follow them. If just one that wait a minute. You can do the conditional statement like this at the line 8. I understand what do you want to do, but this statement won't be executed correctly that you want to do. That you want Let me guess it. The line 8, you wanted to verify if guessman is not equal than trueman, and the guess year is not equal with true year. Is it like that?
Yes.
You need to make it one by one. You can combine two variable like this, gm and gy. You can combine it. You need to define one by one. So if gm not equal true man and gy not equal true year, it's this like this.
Uh,
Is it work?
I I want to try something
Okay,
first.
try it. If it is work, it's good. Do it. Now, yes. Yeah, good. We are already done with the first statement, first conditional. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Okay, good. Nice. When the man is equal of true man, you need to tell the user that you already guessed the man and the man is true. You need to make yes. Okay. Yes, well the first one is about the man and the second one is about the year. Yeah. Through year. Do you have any problem with your code? Do you remember with the combining conditional statement with and or maybe with or? I think it will be more efficient. Then you make it like this. But it's okay if you get it. But just make sure maybe you need to modify your code to be more efficient. Okay. Or and. Yeah. Yes. Nah, okay. If you make it, I think it will be more readable and make the team more easier to understand. If through month and through year, yeah, but we guess the year. Okay, yeah, good. It's easy, right? Than you did before. Okay, wait a minute. The true man, the line 12 is equal with guess month. So yeah, okay, okay, 3 year. Okay, does it work? Guess the month. Union, but the automatic check didn't receive it as a correct answer. What happened? Try to make more precise. Elif with Elif. Line number 15 change into Elif conditional, not else. Try to make it precise. Yes, I hope it will work. Still didn't work?
Yes.
Oh, I know. Incorrect month and year, there is dot after year in your statement. Yeah. Oh my god. Is it true? Just because of dot? Okay. It will be good. Yeesh. Okay, now the star number one. Run the demo project. or just run it? No. Oh, run the demo to make the code. Okay, you have the default coins 100, and you want to make a purchase at the store, and watch an ad can add your coin. And when you try to purchase something, it will be two item sticker for 50, a 15, sorry, a 50, right? Okay, t-shirt for 100. Okay, so you need to subtract your coin when you buy the item in the store. Okay, okay, that's good choice. You need to copy it to avoid. You subtract it and then you display the saldo of your coins, the account of your coins after you subtract, after you purchase the sticker or maybe purchase the t-shirt. Okay, you see there, you just watch an ad, you can increase your coin by 5. Okay, good. Yep, nice. Coin, yeah, minus. Yes, okay, good. Don't forget to display the account balance for your coin every you purchase something. You can see in the task in the run demo project, after you purchase something, you need to display your coin is 0 or your coin is 50 or so on. Okay, okay, what's next? Yes. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. Can you make exactly one tap in the okay, well choice. In the line 12? Exactly one tap. I think it's just yeah, exactly one tap. Okay. Do you forget something? Okay, you wanna try it first? Where you stuck in the choice the option of the sticker and t-shirt. You can't stop from the choice one. Why? You back you go back. You need to reset your choice. Am I right? That's the hint. You need to reset your choice after you purchase something in your store. If you didn't reset your choice, the choice will be one and you can break from the choice one. Hmm. Is it good to add line number 19 and 20? You already
Yeah.
mentioned it. You already state it in your line code number 5. Elif choice equal 3 is already covered by line 5, while choice not equal than 3. Yeah. You need to reset it, the, the variable choice. Yeah, you need to reset it. Okay. Take into not there. Okay, see here. You already add all of them choice. You can do more efficient. Just add one line at the bottom of line in the inside of while loop. Yeah, you can delete it and then delete one tab at the line 19. 19 line 19. Delete one tab. Yes, you can make it more efficient. Instead, you make all of the choice in your statement because all of your choice need to reset the choice. All your choice need to reset the choice again. So it will be better if you make it inside of the body loop. Okay, let's try it. Hope it works. Where is the aircoin? If choice one. See Elif in your line 11. Is it choice 2 or choice 1? Line 11. Line 11. Is it choice 2, right? Not choice 1.
Yeah.
Okay. The name of the variable. I mean the name of the variable in the line 11. Elif choice 2 equal string 2. Not choice equal string 2. Am I right? The
Choice.
name of the variable. Choice 2. Not choice only.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. And edit Elif.
But why does this print twice?
Oh, okay. This is because the else condition here, and you just use if only, not elif. Try to stop it at elif, yeah. Okay, number one, number two, keep going there. Okay, nice. Okay, good. Okay, the password length. It just accept number. That's the password length. You will make the platform broken down. It will be hang. Just make it three or maybe five. You make it how many? How to read it? A trillion, a trillion length of password. Okay.
It says page unresponsive.
Yeah, because it's very very large number. Refresh it. Okay, refresh it and go to the card again. Actually, it will be generate the password with the length of the string. If you input for string number, and then it will be generate four letter for your password. Wait, it's too much. Just two or maybe three. Okay, it will be, yeah. Just make it three. Okay, wait a minute. Nah, that's right. It will be 33 letter for your password. That's the point. Okay, you get it? And the random for the
Uh,
yeah. You wanna ask
what is
something?
this supposed to do?
Yeah. This is the actually the module is will be learned not in this lesson, but it's just for your knowledge. The Python have another module that we can use. For example, we can use module random in Python. And random module is built-in function that we didn't need to install it again. Like third-party module. If I say third-party module, if you already know about AI use third-party module like PyTorch, OpenCV for analyze the picture, analyze the video. That's third party module. This the random is the built-in function in the built-in module in the Python. You can call it by using command import and the name of the module. That is the demo for you. Turtle, yeah, good. Turtle is the built-in function also, but you can modify it like that because turtle didn't have any function that name it by randin. If you just change turtle into the random into turtle and you call the randin function, it will be useless. Okay, okay. Do you wanna make a try to turtle function? Wanna try it?
Uh,
Okay.
yes.
Yes. Okay. Let's
But
try it. Just add
but
the
first,
below line 7. What?
how do I get rid of this white square
White square. What is this?
at the very right?
Stop it. Coba. Can you refresh it? I think it because you call the turtle. Turtle need a canvas that should be rendered by default. It will be have the white color. Okay, turtle. For the demo, you can try turtle dot forward forward. Uh, Round bracket. Yes, try it. It will be after you enter the password line, the turtle will be forward. Uh, how do make it 100? It's too teeny. Yeah, okay, 1000, no problem. Okay, that's the turtle for demo today. You will get more after you get the module 5 maybe module 5 or module 4. I little forget, maybe module 5.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is this supposed to be?
Okay, random.random, it will be called the function of the random integer. Random is the function that can be randomized the number that we set into the parameter, the argument. 0 and 9 is called an argument in function. So when we set 0, 0 is the start function, start number for the randomize, and the 9 is the limit function of last number for the randomize to process it. So when you call it random.random, you call it the function of random integer. What they do, they want to he want to make the randomize random number between 0 to 9. That's why the number your password here, oh, you delete it. When you generate password, it will be range 0 and n. You can try to make it different, maybe 0 to 5, and you see your password would be get 6, 7, 8, or 9. Nah, yeah, 1n 100, 432. It's too long. Okay. Now you see, it's just ring 0 and 1 only. It depends on our range. That's the random function. It will be random with the range that we define. If you make it 0 and 3, it will be random number from 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. Okay. Okay. This is the program adds a few random number. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Are you sure? Okay, good. Okay, now let's continue to the hackathon. Okay, actually, hackathon will be done with your laboratory. Had you opened your laboratory before? Yep. Do you have any project? Oh, just testing area. Okay, no problem. Okay, the
Yes,
hackathon just
it's just
just blank canvas. Okay, I thought it will be something you write here.
now it's to solve the questions asked in the course.
Okay. Okay, the hackathon. If you back to the hackathon will be just like some some tasks that you need to complete with your laboratory. You didn't need to complete in the course in the platform, but I mean in the course platform, but you need to complete it in the laboratory platform. Just make You can make a project, create project here, and then make like the hackathon in the course said what is to make. You can open the hackathon first. Yep, here. This is your task. The goal is to program the bot and can recommend entertainment activities and answer question and keep up a conversation. That's the point. You can make it a simple, or maybe you can make it more complex, or with your desired feature and so on. And before that, I will give you some example the minimum hackathon task that I done before. Okay, I will share my laboratory. Okay, here. About the name, you can free to make the name. It's okay, no problem. Just make sure you can find it. And then we play it here. This is my bot. Wait a minute. It's already displayed in your monitor. My laboratory.
Yes.
Okay, good. I will full screen it first. This is my bot, Julia bot, and he can talk with us. I make it simple. He just want to know about my name, and I said my name is Lukman, and he answered me and he respond me, "Hi Lukman, nice to meet you." The answer is depend on our input. And by the way, he can give recommendation entertainment based on your mood. If I said no, it will be done. Stop. Okay. And then let's try again. And it will be okay again. If I said something that he didn't understand or she didn't understand, he tell to me, sorry, I don't understand. And so you do want to try my recommendation, yes or no? It mean she can only accept yes or no only. Okay. And I said yes. And this is the recommendation. This is the program for the recommendation. Start from here. Okay, let's get started. And I said maybe happy. Ah, he will. She will give me a recommendation about the movie. And what about if I said sad? He gave the recommendation about the book and so on. And if I said something that she didn't understand again, she will tell me what should I input in the system. This is the word that maybe should I input in the system and the system understand about what I mean. He said, sorry, I don't understand, and can you be more specific? Okay, this is the choice, the option, and I try to make with caps lock. Is it work? Sir, price. Here. Okay, it's work. TV show. She still understand about the caps lock or maybe lowercase or combining of lower and caps lock and so on. And then for the last one, I will go to exit. Okay. And he said goodbye to me and have a greeting. That's the simple question, a simple bot for hackathon. Do you understand the flowchart of this bot that I create? The
Yes.
flowchart, the flow of the program. Yes. Okay, let's see the code of this bot into the
Uh,
project. Yeah, do you have any question? No? Okay, this
why
is
is it so
oh yeah.
long? Why is it so long? How do you read it?
Read it. Oh, the code.
Yes.
Yeah, because I just is it too long? Really? Uh
Well, the code itself isn't long, but the inputs are. The inputs and the print.
yeah. Why I try to make it like this because you see at the hackathon it said you need to implement the structure nested. The structure nested is not only just a simple nested like nested loop or maybe nested if. I want to show you that the program of the any language program can be nested with many level, not just only two or maybe three or maybe four. No, not just only like that, but it can be nested into the many level and many conditional, just like here. You see here at the line 1 until line 7, I think it's just a normal code. You already know it. I believe you understand it. And I just make why the system can understand about the lowercase or maybe caps lock. It still understand about what I type because I make it lower here with function lower. This is the number 8 until down. I want to show you. This is the nested structure that the lesson today that we learned about. You see here, while loop. Inside while loop, there is a conditional statement like this. There's conditional statement like this. But you see here, when I break down each conditional statement, after in the conditional statement, it just line 31 and line 36, just a normal instruction. But when you see at the number 9, you see here, it's a normal instruction for the conditional statement. And the line 13, I use again loop. So there are loop in the conditional statement in the loop function. So you see here, there is a many level here, and you can do it. And if you go through again inside the while loop, I use conditional statement again. So there are fourth level structure in our code. Thus I want to just want to make it more precise, like the hackathon said. We try with training to make understand and how to get the level of the structure that we need to meet our requirement. Nah, inside the conditional statement inside the second loop is about to verify, to analyze the input from the user, and the system can respond and give recommendation about the movie, maybe, or book, TV show, or podcast. And if the GC didn't know anything about what the user input, she will say sorry, I don't understand, and so on. Okay, that's the simplest one that I maybe can give you an example. You can modify it by see the code, and then you can modify with the feature. And if you want to see at the hackathon, I think there are so many requirements that should be fulfilled. Okay, you start to make your own bot. Okay, I'll give you 20 minutes. Like in the entertainment, like the hackathon said, 20 minutes to make your bot. And then, can you explain to me how the flow of the bot and demo for your program? Okay, I will still make display the code if you have any, maybe you need some reference. Okay, nice. Good. You connect it with temperature. Okay, good. Use it concept. Okay. Just make sure the bot can be do it, can be make a conversation until he meet the condition to stop. That's the hint of the bot. The general bot is like that. Not only for one execution, but it can be iterate until the user said stop maybe, or you can define something like that. Okay. Nice. You implemented a lot of feature there. Okay, good. Yes. Good. Okay. Very nice. Okay, 10 minutes again. Nice, nice. Cool. Just make sure your bot won't make an infinite loop. You need to interrupt the loop with something. Okay. Ooh, nice. You embedded information function into your system. Good, nice. Good. Nice, nice. Good job. Yes, it's people like you. Okay. Okay, good, nice. Okay, but why he still want to tell me what you like to ask? Yes, good. Good, nice.
Panasnya kamarnya. Buka aja.
Try to make input with caps lock. Is it work your lower function? I want to check your lower function. Is it work or not? Okay. Try to make with caps lock. Yes. Function not available. Why? Okay. Try to check your input user, print it with user lower function. Is it become lowercase or not? In your line 3, try to print it. User dot lower, print it. Print user. Yeah, you see there? If you didn't save into the variable, your user will be taken into the first user. If you want to make it user to be lower, I recommend you to use lower inside the input, after the input. Do you get it what I mean? Use lower function, not there, after your text, after off the cancel, after the bracket, close bracket at the end of your code and the line 1. Yeah, just use dot lower, not user dot lower. Just use, yes, use dot lower. Yep. Nah, like that. If you want to make it like partial lowercase, you need to more variable. I think it's not effective for now. Let's try to make a best practice for our code. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, it's no problem if you get the suggestion like that with A capital in the first letter, I capital, C capital, because it will be lower. But don't forget to modify your statement condition to become lowercase all. Okay, good.
I think I'm done.
Okay, done it. Okay, can you tell me? Can you tell me the flow of this bot by
The what?
with your word, with your own word? Can you tell me the flow of this bot that you create, and then you can demo it like a make presentation to me? Okay, you start it.
What do you, what do you mean by flow?
I mean, can you make presentation about your bot that you created now? Like this bot, the flow of the bot is like this, and like this, and I will show you the demo, and the demo must be like this, and so on. Just 10 minutes. Can you do?
Okay.
Okay, just
So
like
this bot only has three primary functions, which are entertainment suggestions,
mm-mm.
and then can start a conversation with you, and answer your questions with the call and answer your questions.
Okay.
But for each primary function, there is only very little options. For example, if you ask for entertainment suggestions, it will suggest to you activities based on the temperature.
Okay.
But if the temperature is abnormal, it will create an error.
Wait a minute. May I interrupt you? Uh,
Yeah,
the temperature in Celsius or in Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Celsius. Okay. Good. Nice. Continue, please. Okay. Continue.
And then for the second function, uh, it starts a conversation with you
Mm-mm.
by asking how you are feeling first,
Okay. So
and
the
then it
feeling is
will
there are three, right? Three option in each statement, and great is same like good. If I said great, it mean like good, like nice, like that.
Yes.
Okay, okay, good, nice. And then what next?
And then for the final primary function, you it can answer your questions, but it's extremely limited.
Okay,
It can you can ask it about why it was named as Carl, and you can ask why it was created.
okay, nice. Okay, good.
And
Okay,
then for the secondary functions, if you, for example, if you're new to using the bot and you don't know what you can input, you can always type anything random and then it will ask you to press one or two. Two
okay,
is mixture if you pressed it accidental or not.
okay,
And if you press one, it will tell you what it can do. And then that's it.
okay, okay. Let's try the demo. Okay. What if I in unconsciously type letter in your input the current temperature? Is it your bot still work, or
What? Sorry?
okay? What if I accidentally, when I input, please input the current temperature, I type a letter, maybe A, B, C. Is it your bot still work?
Uh,
Okay.
it
Do you
will
get it?
press an error because it must be an integer.
Yeah, because you already convert it into integer at the first time the user input. So your error here, wait a minute, you already, yeah, your else here didn't functionally, didn't function, didn't function, not a function. He can access here. If you just a suggestion from me, if you want to make it more flexible, don't convert it into the first user to input, but convert it into the line when you need to be converted it into the integer. So when the user accidentally press A S D, it will be come into the else condition, and he said print error not temperature, and he will be looping again in the user entertainment suggestion. Yeah, that's the point, just for your suggestion. Yeah, good. Okay, okay, you can do it like that, but if you make it string, you won't be able to compare it.
It must be
It
in
must be integer.
integer. Yes.
So do you know how to make it the solution work? Nope. Okay, I will try to help you, but it's just suggestion. Your Irlo program is good enough. You can modify it later. Just if it is just for example, if you want to make your bot more flexible, user two not to be converted directly into integer. Just make it input only, and then at the second at the fifth line, line number 5, line number 7, line number 9, you need to convert it, right? So you need to make one variable to make it more efficient. You can do it like that, or you can make one variable user temperature to convert it into integer. Yeah. Okay.
Does this work?
Not all of the bracket like this. Not the bracket like that. Yeah. In every variable, if you want to make it to convert it into integer. Jadi in every user you add integer bracket user 2, integer bracket user 2, like that. Yes. Yep. Okay, good. And then the what a typo, you can delete it. You didn't need to make it here, but you make sure the user 2 is a data type integer. If it is not user 2, user 2, wait a minute. With okay, I think it won't be good like that. You need to make a try and except. Delete here, delete from there, delete number 5, delete number 5. Okay. At line number 5, at line number 5, you need to add try and above user 3, above user 3, above user 3, you need to make one line. Yes, type try colon colon titik dua titik dua titik dua. Okay, user 3 make one tab. No, I mean user 3 in line 6 make one tab and the user 3 in the user 3 one tab. Yes, and then make an exception, enter from there, except, yes, colon. Okay, make it print what was that a typo, was that a typo, print was that a typo. Yeah, print that. Okay, and then make is that what was that a typo, and make it continue, make it pass, not continue, pass from there, enter, pass, make pass. Okay, try it. Is it enough? Just says user 3 is not defined. Oh, wait a minute. If user 3 until line 15, move it into the below of user 3. You need to make one block code into user 3 too. Okay, yeah, good. And delete the rest, yeah. And then this, the tab, you need to make it tap one time, yeah, good, and print one time, yeah. Okay, nice. Try it. Yeah, that's the solution for the handling error. You can modify it with your own creation or add it into your own creation. That's the simple solution for this. Okay, good, nice, good job. What about if I enter I don't know? Can you yes activate your code? Yeah, and then what's the input for the I don't know? Can you open it? Tell me what you're currently feeling. Make it caps lock. Caps lock. Nah, good. There is no attribute lowercase. Is it something wrong with your code? Attribute lowercase. Where is the lowercase? The line 18. Line 18. Python didn't have function of lowercase. Yeah, lower. And the lower, not in the user2 dot lower, but embedded into the input after you input after your input code. After you currently filling bracket dot lower. Make it like that. If you make it like this, the user2 will be referred into the user2 in the first time you input. Yes. Like the concept before. Yeah, good. Just remember, if you want to make it partially, you need to make one variable again. But if you want to embed it in the construct variable, you need to make also into the lower after you make the input comment. Okay, good job. I think it is enough. Your hackathon is good. Nice. It's already a rich feature. Good job. Just in 20 minutes, you can make it. Good. Okay. Okay, nice. You add the handling error for the other. Good job. Wanna try it? Is it work? Your handling error? Custom handling error. Why is it is still into your main code, not in the exception? Do you know why? I understand about your concept. You want to make sure he didn't input a number like this.
Like this.
Okay, cool. Can you explain to me what is the code? Is this 1:9?
I mean to shuffle if user 2 is one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc.
Oh, you wanna check is it the character is number or not, like that. You need
Yes.
to make one variable to check it. One variable to check it. Then the variable is contain number one until number zero until number nine, and then you check it with if e with iteration for each e in your input contained in the your variable number. If what is this? Your ini your element in you wanna make in the value in okay, just make string 0 until 9, no in range. If it is in range, it will be different meaning. Just string null 0, I mean the single quote, single quote, single quote 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 until 9. Just type it 0 1 2 3 4 5 until 9, not like this 0 colon 9 if you want to make it like in the string. Where G is a user, right? You wanna make user, right? Okay, I think
No.
you confused what I mean, yeah. Okay, wait a minute. I mean like this. I will type into the chat if user to in user. Oh no in chat. If I write in chat, you will be confused. I will use hackathon. Look at the online lesson. I mean like this. For user to sorry for in in user to do the check if each in this is the variable letter sorry numeric like this 0 until 9 in numeric, just print what do you say before number aren't allowed, number aren't allowed. Okay, let's try user 2 input type. Okay, here I will try to run in this
This one is good.
run here.
No.
Yep, it's already good. Maybe you can try to make your own modification if you want to make another feature, or maybe you want to modify the try and accept feature like in the first one in elif number 2. Now you can see add my code here. If it is an input, you can check it with the numeric alphabet here, not numeric alphabet, I mean numeric number here, and iterate them in every numeric in your definition. And then if it is find the numeric value number and allow it, and then make a the loop and in your system like in my online lesson here. This is like the demo. If I type 1 is number not allowed, if I've typed something letter here, it's not happen any it didn't happen anything. where k in number. Yeah, I think it's so hard. Yeah. If you code like that, I think the number still get in your code, in your main code. You need to make like this for your filtering user to make sure it is not number. Or maybe you can let it free because you have another statement. Maybe you can make another statement that your statement or your input is not allowed, or maybe I don't understand with your input if you input the number or something like that. You didn't need use any try and except because there is no programming error, because the concept of try and except is like if you find the programming error like that, like integer cannot be comparing in logical operator. That's the error of the computer, of error the logic error of the code. But if it is just like the code is no problem, but you need to give information to the user that the user is not allowed, or maybe the input from the user I don't understand, the system is not understand. You just need notify them like with else statement like this. Yeah, that's true. It's the different case with the number one case because you need to make sure the temperature is a number. That's the different case. And in this case, every input is a string, and every string can be a number too. Just make the explanation to the user that the user can input this because I don't know what do you mean if you input just a number. You need to input like you mentioned at the manual in the line 42 maybe. I can suggest you an interment or maybe like that. Just like that. I think it's enough. Not to make like handling error with try and exception. And by the way, try and exception is maybe you can start to learn when you going to the Python start 2 maybe, if I don't forget to remember. Yeah, in Python too. It's just for information for you that you already know about the handling error, a simple handling error to make sure the number or the input is a number, just like that. Just an information. After this, you still learn for the basic first. Try and exception is just like an intermediate course after you finish the Python start one. It's just for information for you. Okay. Do you get it what I mean?
Yes.
Okay, good. Nice. Good job. Okay. I think your program is good enough. You have implemented all of the conditional and maybe loop condition, and you have at least three level below in your construct here. And yeah, three level below. Okay, it's good. It is enough. And you can try to make it more complex if you have another free time maybe, and don't forget to make publish into your hall of fame. Do you know how to make it publish? Yes, go to description. Okay, good. Yeah, to community and to class, make this description here so you can inform the user what is the project, what is the just like a simple tutorial how to use the project. And you can choose your image there with the image what do you want, and you can publish it to community and to class. Okay, you still didn't publish it. Yeah, to community and to class. If you go to the community, you need to click to community. You still click to class only. Back to your laboratory. Okay, hackathon course. No edit, just description and publication. To community, click yes. To class is okay, no problem. All of them, just click all of them. To community, yeah, good. And check it into the community. I think your project will be shown there. Here, hackathon course by Colin Santoso Matthew. Yeah, good, nice. Just wait. Maybe there are so many friends that interesting with your Python and comment it with your Python project. Okay. Okay, I think it is enough for today. Do you have any question?
No.
No? Okay, good. Good job for your hackathon. I surprised you. You can make a lot of feature in only 20 minutes. Okay, good. Okay, I will wrap up our lesson today. We already learned about nested construction, and nested construction is just like make combination from all of the code that we already know, like looping or maybe statement condition input and something like that. And the simplest construct nested is like you make an input and then you combine it with lower. That's the simplest one. It named by you can call it construct code or nested construct code for the simplest one. And for the limitation from the nested control construct is not limited just only with 2 level or 3 level. You can make it like you did earlier, before you make 3 level below. Just make sure it meets your requirement and your needs. Okay, maybe that's all for me today. And I think next week you will learn with your main tutor again. This is my final day with you. Thank you. You can join with me to learn together here. And I apologize if there's something wrong with my presentation here. And good luck for you. And then next week you will be meet with Mr. Akhdan again. Okay, goodbye, Matthew. Bye.
Goodbye and thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.